All right, hello Math 2, seventh graders. So I broke this up so it wasn't such a long video. So um, here's now some questions for you from the notes we did, and anyways, here we go. So first one here. Let's do this one first. So if I give you this information, that box means that these two lines are, that's right, perpendicular. So you know what that angle is. Can you fill in all the angles? So that's your first task. So go ahead and hit pause, fill in all your angles, and I'm going to ask you a few other questions even. So go ahead and pause and do it. Yes, this one's 90 degrees. This one's going to be 70 degrees because these two are going to be complementary because all three of these are going to be supplementary. Now if this is 90, this is 90 because these are vertical angles. If this is 70, that's 70 because these are vertical angles. If this is 20, this is 20 because these are vertical angles. So here, last question here. What's the measure of angle, how about FGD? Can you find the measure of angle FGD? So just trace it with your finger, FGD. Here's FGD, and you can put an arc there. It's this angle I'm talking about. So what's the measure of angle FGD? And that's right, it's going to be 160. Those add up to 160. Right? Okay, so let's try this one. So again, here's your notes. Using the idea of complementary, supplementary, same side interior, vertical angles. Anyways, these two lines are parallel because I gave you the extra set of arrows. And I'm calling this one 70 degrees, so can you find all the other angles? So hit pause and do it. And we're done, turn it back up, and I'll do some more explaining. So, and the order might be totally different. All right, well, if this one's 70, this one's 70, because these are vertical. If this is 70, this is 110, because these are supplementary, or these are supplementary, so this is 110. So if I give you one angle, you should be able to give me the other three pretty easy. Now the leap to get down here. Well, if this is, and I'm just going to do the arc. If this is 110, this has to be 70 because of same side interior. These are on the same side of the interior. These two angles add up to 180. If this is 70, this is 110 because these are same side interior, right? And then vertical. This is 70, this one's 70 degrees. It's a lousy 7, sorry. And if this is 110, this is 110 because these are vertical. Now there's also something called corresponding angles, and I'll put it here. Corresponding angles are equal if the lines are parallel. Corresponding, like of these four angles, you describe this as the top right. Well, of these four angles, isn't this the top right? Aren't these top right, top right? These are corresponding, they're equal. Here's bottom right, those are equal. Here's top left, those are equal. Here's bottom left, those are equal. Corresponding angles are equal if the lines are parallel, right? So that's another way to figure angles out, right? Okay, so there's those. Now so once you try this one, here's even a tougher challenge. So given these two lines are parallel, and I have two transversals, so find all your angles. So here, if you want to watch me, go ahead, hit pause, and do it. Or if you just want to watch it, I'm going to give you one more here, right? But I sure encourage you to pause and try, right? So yeah, hit pause and try. Try and get them all. It's all right, I'm going to go. So here's an easy one. This is 70. I'm just going to do these ones first. If this is 120, that's 120, because those are vertical. Now if this is 120, this is 60 because aren't these supplementary? And this is 60. So there's all your super easy ones there, all right? Now for same side interior, these two have to add up to 180, so this is 60. Same side interior, these two are on the same side of the interior, that's 70, this is 110. And so vertical, this is 110. And then these are supplementary, this is 70, or these are supplementary, and here's your vertical, or supplementary. Or you could have done corresponding. That's kind of hard to see there, right? And then if this is 60, that's 60, because these are vertical. And now here, last thing, what do you think all the angles in a triangle have to add up to? Well, don't they add up to 180? And if this is 130, this is 50. So then this has to be 50. And should all these add up to 180? Isn't that half a circle? If you have 130, shouldn't that be 50? And that's the proof of how all the angles in a triangle add up to 180 right there. You know, this is a half a circle is 180. And so, anyways, these are corresponding, and this is vertical. That's how you prove that the angles in a triangle add up to 180. So one more here, one last one here. Here's a challenge. So see if you can get it. These two lines are parallel, and you have two transversals. See if you can get them all. So hit pause and go. When you're done, turn it back on and watch. So I'm going to explain as I go here. This is 30 because these are vertical. This is 80 because those are vertical. Now all of these have to add up to 180. So this had better be 70 degrees. This is vertical, so that's 70. Now, same side interior, if this is 80, that's 100. And once I have one, well, that's going to be 100 because those are vertical, and this is going to be 80 because these are supplementary, and that's 80 because those are vertical. Over here, what do you think these two have to add up to? Well, same side interior, they have to add up to 180. And then this is vertical, and then this has to be 70, and this has to be 70 because these are vertical and these are supplementary. And what do you think all the angles in this triangle add up to? They add up to 180, so there's my check. So I'm right, and I know I'm right. So hopefully you did a good job with that. And it'd be something to study there.